All right, I'm live and I'm just getting to the trail. Sorry about the close up there. It is a cold, rainy morning. My least favorite weather. I'd almost rather it be snowing, but oh well. Off we go. Rainy days. We have a rainy day today. Out and about this here. Good morning. I am doing well, Rainy. Thank you for asking. How about you? You can hear the umbrella over my head. We have rain this morning. Supposed to be, they're calling it a wintry mix. It's like 34 degrees, I think. So close to being snow, but I don't think we're going to get a rain. Is a beautiful thing. You're doing okay. Fantastic. Not going to miss my walk, though. See, I got my golf umbrella out. I'm sure I'm going to be the only one out here on the trail this morning. Thanks, Rainy, for typing that. 5 degrees there. Ooh. I can kind of see maybe a little bit of snowflakes here and there. I knew these days were coming. Way back in August when I started doing this. Whether it be here or up in Ohio, I knew some days like this were going to come. I've been blessed to have fairly good weather the whole time I've been doing this. What did I get done yesterday? More drywall and sanding. Just about got it. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it up today. I was exhausted and was debating on eating something. I had a decent lunch, and then about 5 o'clock, thought about getting something to eat. And Lisa's here. Good morning, Lisa. Thought about getting something to eat, and I sat down for a few minutes. Next thing I knew, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. So probably fell asleep about 6 and slept until 2. So I've been up since 2 o'clock. But I got some stuff done. Got dishes done, got some laundry done, swept some floors. Soldier Farm, how you doing? What part of Ohio? I'm from the Dayton area. I'm in Georgia now, but we'll be moving back up to Ohio very soon. I have family up in Ohio, and need to get back up to them. I have a son. My son lives down here, but he works a bunch. I hardly ever see him, and not to discount when I do see him, but I've got my mother still alive. She'll be 92 in a few days. It's her birthday. I have a sister. I have 2 daughters and 5 grandkids, all up in Ohio. You're doing laundry at 1:30. Yeah. There's some snowflakes. I don't know if y'all can see those, but that is definitely snowflakes falling. How about that? Go Bucks, OHIO. Soldier Farms, you're from Ohio, whereabouts? I've seen your channel, and I've watched a few of your videos. Not far from Dayton, okay. I just sold a house up in Piqua a few months ago, and still have a house in Huber Heights. But anyway, that's a long story. It is definitely switched over to snow. Okay, 41 I-70 in Springfield. All right. Very familiar. Very familiar with that area. Guppy's here. Good morning, Guppy. Good to see you this morning. Further in the comments, I don't know if he's still here or not, out and about with M&D. He's up in Northeast Ohio. Actually, I saw a video from him this morning, and he's down in Hocking Hills right now. So I'm sure you're familiar with Hocking Hills. We have snow in Georgia. I said in the beginning, I think before anybody came on in the chat, but yeah, I'd almost rather it be snowing than raining when it's this cold. So I'm out on my 2-mile walk. Not going to miss that. This is probably one of the worst days I've had. I've had colder days, but it was sunny. Trying to switch hands here. Rainy, cold weather, not good at all. But 2 miles a day. Today is 159 days in a row I've been doing this. I started way back in August doing it, and I was sweating my butt off back then down here in Georgia. But have not missed a day. Had a few days where I thought I was going to get soaked, and the rain cleared out of the way just before my walk. So sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat, but Natalie is here. Good morning. You watch his videos a lot, huh? M&D. Okay. Snowing in Georgia. Yep. Lost the sound. Where is this? We're in Georgia. I'm in 100 miles south of Atlanta, Georgia. A little town called Warner Robins. Yeah, out and about, actually, he did a video from waterfalls that I did a video from as well. High Falls. It's about an hour up the road from where I'm at right now, just north of Macon. Oh, Natalie, get you some rest. Make sure you're drinking, if you're throwing up, make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids. Low quality dirt. We're down here in Georgia. A lot of red clay. Go away. Hello, how are you? Good to see you this morning. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. Snowing real good at High Falls. I imagine that's pretty up there with the snow falling around the waterfalls. Maybe we'll see some deer this morning, so I'm going to get out and brave this weather. Absolutely praying for Natalie. Chilling on the phone for a little bit to think of something else. There you go. Well, hopefully we can lift your spirits today. Oh yeah, there's definitely some snowflakes falling now. Oh goodness. Been a cold stretch, may not make it to 60. Thanks for sharing that, pretty cat. Walking every day, even though you got a broken rib. Amazing. Uh-oh. I see nothing but puddle in front of me. Here we go. There's a little dry spot on the edge. Raining cats and dogs. Gotta be careful not to step in any poodles. Oh, Macon had a winter storm warning. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sure all these people who have lived here all their life, they're all looking out their windows right now. Look, it's snowing, it's snowing. There's Journey. Hello, Journey. It is a soggy morning this morning. Rain and snow this morning. Yes, it is snowing in Georgia. They gave you a whole bunch of pills. Yeah, they tend to do that. It's going to be 78 and sunny there today. That's great. I am jealous. And yes, go away. You can go away. Now, we're going to be back up in the 60s next week. And even today, it's supposed to be cloudy until about noon. Then the sun's going to start to come out. It's supposed to be up in the upper 40s today. Back in the 50s tomorrow. So, I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's pretty good snow for down here in Georgia. Get a dark background there and maybe you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, only 60s, maybe 70s. Some next week, very chilly and downright cold this winter. 50s is amazing temperature. Yeah, it is. Burger Tang. Yeah, 50s and 60s is a pretty good temperature, especially if you're working. That's a good temperature to work in. I know it's nothing. I'm partially like those people I was just talking about, looking out their window, excited because there's snow outside. I haven't seen that much snow in the last 6 years, so it's not that I'm excited about it, believe me. It's not going to affect me one bit, because as you can see, it's going to take a lot more than this to stick to the ground, and it'll be back up in the 40s by noon. So even if we do get anything stuck to the ground, it'll be gone very quick. I guarantee you there will not be piles of snow out here tomorrow. Dan is here. Good morning, Dan. Ducky is here. Good morning, Ducky. Barry, how you doing? Good to see everybody. Sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat. My hands are kind of busy with holding an umbrella this morning. There I am. Snow, snow, go away. Never come again my way. Got rugged. We got snow. It is snowing in Georgia. Dumping the snow up there. Probably getting 4 to 6 inches. Yeah, we ain't getting that. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice to see it anyway. All right, so 17 and a half minutes. We've made it to the 1 mile point, turning back around, heading back. Mainly off grid. Look at that. It does snow in Georgia. It's Frosty the Snow Walker. It is just cold enough to snow. It's like it was 34 when I started, and but yeah, just cold enough to create some snow. Out here hustling, yes sir. I'm not gonna let this shit stop me. Hey, it's no big deal. It's if it was a blizzard and we had 8 inches of snow on the ground, I don't know if I'd be out here, but when I started, it was just rain. And it has transitioned to mainly snow now. The Balkan's here. Good morning, Balkan. Look at that. We got snow. Ricard, how you doing? I'm in Georgia, 100 miles south of Atlanta. Mariana, do I remember you? I don't know. Warner Robins, Georgia. Yep. No, I have not heard from Bren. What's up, Princess? Wind chills will be in the 30s here tonight. Oh my goodness. Holy God, that's terrible down there in Florida. Rackar, yes, it's Warner Robins, Georgia. Yep, snow 100 miles south of Atlanta. It's, when I started to walk this morning, it was 34 degrees, or when I left my house, it was 34 degrees. You saw her on there live yesterday? Okay. Well, maybe she'll pop in this morning. New Orleans got snow last year. Yeah, they had some snow down here last year. It actually stuck. I wasn't here. I was up in Ohio. But yeah, they got snow. You're from Warner Robins? Close to Dave's favorite Buc-ee's. Yeah. Love that place. Not. I gotta switch hands. I got a numb finger. Uh-oh. There we go. I don't know if it's gonna be any better, but if it weren't for rain, if it was just snow, I could lose this umbrella because I wouldn't mind a little bit of snow accumulating on me. But it is still raining, so oh, let's see. Oh, horizontal rains. That's nice. Thanks for sharing that. I'm out on a 2-mile walk that I do every single day. 159 days in a row I've been out here walking on pretty much this trail most of the time. I have been a few other places. But yeah, 2 miles a day, 159 days in a row. I'm going to keep on going. A little bit of cold weather and snow is not going to stop me. I'm going to keep plugging away. My goal, my plan is to get to the year of doing this, 365 days. So, and I will make that. Coming down to Bon Air. I'm not coming down to Bon Air, no. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not there, Ricardo. Yeah, I'm in, I'm on the Wellston Trail, if you're familiar with that, so. Day 159, Lisa. It is indeed. Like the mailman, absolutely. It is coming down to Bon Air? Okay. Now, it ain't gonna last long, I can guarantee you that. We got a lot of people in here from up north. And they're looking at this stuff saying, well, what's snow? That's not snow. That's flakes. You delivered the mail a long time ago. Not a bad winter so far. Yeah. It's I've done outside jobs most of my life, and the weather, bad weather rarely stops you. I mean, it's usually not that bad that it's going to stop you. So this is a dusting, if even that. It's melting as soon as it hits the ground. When it snowed down here last year, I guess they had, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches. And I guess it pretty much shut the whole city down. My neighbors sent me a picture of my yard completely covered in snow. Said, you'll probably never see this again. So The heat bugs you more than the cold. Yeah. As far as working outside, yeah, I mean, if it's ungodly hot, it's hard to work very long at all outside. You can come out and bundle up. I prefer hot weather than over cold weather, but like right now it's like 35 degrees, and you could 34, 35 degrees, something like that. You can bundle up for this and work through it. But when it's 95, you can't take enough clothes off. Auburn, we had 5 inches of snow last year in Bon Air. Yeah. Should be a decent amount up there today. Yeah, see, we got a couple guys up in Connecticut and Maine, Vermont, Northern Illinois, all over the place up north. Indiana. So Ambrose, I'm in Georgia. Calling for 6 to 10 inches of snow up there. Yeah. So you're not impressed with what I'm seeing right now? Good day to sit inside and drink some bourbon. Probably would be if I drank bourbon. Central Texas. I'm counting one hand how many times snow was on the ground. Yeah. I lived in northern Texas. We got freezing rain more than we got snow. And that is, freezing rain is horrible. I mean, a half inch of freezing rain and it will shut down the entire city. So I send the snow. It just started snowing there. All right. We live in Gainesville, Florida. We just getting rain. Yeah. Yeah, ice is not fun. Not at all. Ice and rain and sleet. John, I'm in Georgia. I'm 100 miles south of Atlanta. Out walking in the snow. I don't think it's snowing in Florida. Pretty Cat's down in Florida somewhere. And he was complaining that it's only going to get up to 60 there today. Freezing. He's freezing his butt off down there. Grew up in Minnesota. Don't miss the wintry mix. Yeah. Yeah, Carl's in Gainesville. Supposed to get cold tonight. What, 40? Carl? Snowing in the Panhandle? Okay. That's about 4 hours south of here, so maybe more than that. Beautiful out. Yep. Crestview and Panama City are snowing. Okay. Summer it's 40 to 45 from June till November, but this year it's crazy cold. Everybody hit that like button. Double tap that screen. I'm out here walking in the snow. Come on. Used to live in Buffalo, now in North Georgia. Yeah, go look, see if it's snowing up there in North Georgia. You're up in the hills and the mountains of Georgia. It's probably getting some snow up there. 60-degree weather, yeah. In Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's shorts weather up there. Shorts and tank tops. You'd walk with me, but you're too weak today. That's understandable. Plus, you'd have to travel quite a ways to be able to walk with me. So, bonafide. No, no, no. You're from Arizona. No snow there. Yeah, I lived in Phoenix for a while. Did not enjoy it much. I was there in the winter over Christmas. Got there in November, left in February. Lisa, hello. Rain in Panama City. You don't see the flurries they predicted. I didn't think it was going to snow here. I'm kind of surprised. We do have waterfalls though. Sean, how you doing? You're in the UK? I am in Georgia. They call it Middle Georgia, but I don't know. I'm 100 miles south of Atlanta. So, boy, you're Tucson. Okay, Russia. Thanks, mainly. The incredible walking mustache. Donnie from the Philippines. No snow there, huh? I certainly didn't think I was going to be able to show snow on one of my walks, but here we are. No snow in Atlanta. Oh, okay. Now, I'm 100 miles south of Atlanta, and it's definitely snowing here. Climate change, yeah. I think it's just Mother Nature saying, hey, here you go. Look at this, Warner Robins, Georgia. I'll give you some pretty snow to look at for a little while. No snow, but you got a lot of herpes, huh? California, South LA. Hello, how are you? I am in Georgia. Clear on the other side of the country. It's early in the morning for you. What does it feel like snowing? It's cold and it's wet. It is actually sticking to me. I've kind of got the umbrella tilted back and I'm letting it just fly on me. There we go. Covered in snow. Actually see it in the grass now. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't like cold, but I can live with it for a little bit. And like today, this will all be gone by noon. The sun's going to be out, and it's going to be in the mid 40s, so I can live with that. If it snowed and I got 8 inches of snow on the ground, had to go out driving in it, yeah, that wouldn't be fun. Bear down Chicago, need your prayers today. Joshua, how you doing? Holy crap, Dave, snow in Georgia. Thanks, Laura. Oh, wait a minute, is that who said tenacity? I think so, yeah. Thanks, Laura. I don't do shout outs, Cass. Plow trail in the snow for others to follow. Absolutely. I've never experienced snow, but with hot chocolate, I think I can call it a day. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't want to live someplace where there's snow on the ground all winter long. One little snow flurry like this is no big deal. You can actually, it is actually sticking to the grass. Huh. I'm kind of surprised by that. Will I be rooting for you today? I don't know. You didn't give me a date when the snow was coming. Camera doesn't do it justice. Yeah, it's definitely different to see it in person than it is being out here walking. I know my feet are wet. Ooh, the boardwalk is, the bridge is slippery. Good thing y'all didn't see me bite it. Of course, that probably would have got my views up a little bit. It is getting a little bit heavier, yeah. Cleveland, Ohio, 19 degrees. Welcome in, Cleveland. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Grew up in Dayton, going to be moving back up there real soon. Right now, I am in Georgia, though. All right, we made it. Got the 2 miles in today. Look at that, even my sign's covered in snow. Day 159 complete. 159 days in a row, walking 2 miles. Yeah, it probably won't stick. I know down here this is going to be gone real quick, so. $159 days in a row, walking 2 miles. Don't see much snow in San Bernardino. Yeah, 9 degrees, feels like -5. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks, Lisa. Another day complete. Just got to make it home before I turn into a snowman. Awesome. Yes, indeed. Well, it's Sunday morning, and obviously traffic's not going to be as heavy. But yeah, probably everybody staying home. Look at that snow on cars. Everybody staying home because, oh my God, the roads might be bad. Josh, that's all right. What'd you do? Look at the forecast for Warner Robins, Georgia. See when it's going to snow next. Gloria, you have a nice day as well. Thanks for coming in. Gracie, good morning. I am out walking in the snow. Just finished walking 2 miles. Now I'm just walking home. Uh-oh. Let me wipe snow off my camera. There we go. Oh, that's blurry as hell. There we go. That's a little bit better. Miles 317 and 318 crushed. Little snow can't stop our guy. You rock. You rock too, Laura. Thank you very much. Hot chocolate and cookies and biscuits. There you go, Donnie. Yeah, I know, Josh. You warned me. Don't be sending no more. One little snowstorm's enough for me. It'll look pretty. And the fact knowing that it's going to disappear real soon, that makes it look even prettier. Love that smile. Heck yeah. All right, there's my yard. Got some snow in the yard. You can see where the tree obviously stops it, but yeah, that looks weird having snow on that big tree there. The my bush that's right over there underneath that tree, it had all the red flowers on it. Yeah, the 19 degrees the other day pretty much destroyed all the flowers on it. And they are all all just wilted, dead flowers now. So all falling off the tree. It's time to prune that thing back a little bit. Gracie, you have a lot of snow at your house? Where are you at, Gracie? Look at that. My Jeep's even covered in snow. That looks natural, though, doesn't it? A Jeep covered in snow. Heck yeah. All right, I'm going to get me some hot coffee today. And whew, go inside, get me some hot coffee. And I think I'm going to come sit outside and just watch the snow for a little while. It's not really that cold. And the neighbors are out throwing snowballs with that little bit of snow. Oh. And old guy Hustle said, let there be light, and there was light. This is hot. Gotta get your wife to work, okay? Less than 25 minutes. All right, Josh, we'll see you in a little bit. Oh, yeah, I don't think there's going to be, as far as the breaking branches, I don't think there's going to be enough snow to break any branches. Let's go sit outside in the snow for a while. Well, I'm going to sit under cover. But Ricardo Real Estate brought me to Georgia. I've invested in houses and flipped several houses, and my son lives down here, and he was in the Army stationed at Fort Stewart down near Savannah, but he met a girl from here and moved up here. But so anyway, we used to come down here quite often to see him, and we were looking at real estate prices, and they were real cheap. So bought a house down here. And been living here for 6 years now. So bought a house to fix up and sell, and ended up, just because of personal circumstances, ended up living down here for 6 years. So in the country, we all have a lot. Your dad was in the Army? Okay. You know, my best friend now is stationed down at Fort Stewart. I wonder if it's snowing down there for him right now, down near Savannah. I was texting him a little bit yesterday. They're out in the field right now. So, yeah, I'm sure he's not happy with this. He's from Nigeria. He's never seen snow before. So, GP, how you doing this morning? Look at that. We got snow in Georgia. There's actually snow on the ground in Georgia. How about that, huh? It does look nice on the yard. It does look nice on the bushes, on the yard. Oh, I brought you some fresh breakfast pizza. All right, and donuts. Needed something to wash down the coffee. You were in Savannah last year when it snowed there. Okay, yeah, I wasn't. It snowed up here where I'm at. I'm about 2.5 hours away from Savannah, but I wasn't here when it snowed. I got pictures from my neighbor. Unplaying, yes, for a little while. All right, like I said, this isn't going to bother me at all. This little bit of snow, first off. I mean, even if we get 2-3 inches of snow, it's not going to bother me at all because I know it's all going away. So you got about 2 feet there. Yeah. Stop talking about food. Lisa's hungry. Simba, -20 Fahrenheit where you're at? No, thank you. I am 100 miles south of Atlanta, Georgia, where it's not supposed to do this. but it does every once in a while. Wonder what YouTube's going to pick for my highlight for today. Probably a picture of the snow and me talking about it snowing in Georgia. Got cardinals. This is almost like being back in Ohio. Got cardinals flying around, snow on the ground. Yeah, it's coming down pretty good. I mean, once again, for all the people up north, I apologize for being amazed by this, but I haven't seen. Well, I was up in Ohio a couple years ago and we got quite a bit of snow. But yeah, it's just odd for it to be snowing down here. So I like it. I like it. And it's easy, like I said, it's easy to like, knowing that it's going to go away real quick. So I don't have anywhere to go. So don't have to worry about out driving. And it's not my driving I'm worried about. It's these people down here that never see this stuff. My daughter-in-law, my son's wife, who's from here, she came up. They were living up in Ohio with us for a while, and she gave me a ride home from someplace. I rode with her, and she'd never driven in the snow before. And she's like, yeah, I want to drive. I want to drive. I want to drive in the snow. I want to drive in the snow. Yeah, let me drive. Let me drive. I'm like, okay, just take it easy. Yeah, she didn't know that you had to slow down when you're going around curves. And there was, in the middle of the town I lived in, there was a traffic circle, and she hit that traffic circle at like 30 miles an hour and just slid right on through it. She said, that was fun. We didn't hit anything, thank God, but that scared me to death. Matthew is here. Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, I don't have to shovel. Exactly. It's not even sticking now. It's showing me. It's not even sticking to the concrete. So, Abby, will I marry you? Hell no. I will never do that stupidity again. Stuff's been taken twice. I ain't giving it up again. Matt's doing well today. More snow on the way around 5 p.m. I have another cuckoo. Abby just wants to come and snuggle with me and be my little snow bunny. She's hearing rumors about Deluscious. You got 5 inches of snow. Who's going to the Super Bowl? Patriots and who's left in the NFC? Oh, Patriots and Seahawks. I was going to say Denver, but they lost their quarterback last night. So Bo Nix is gone for the rest of the year. Broke a bone in his ankle. Don't know if everybody's aware of that or anybody even cares. Mayo, please. Mio. Patriots and Bears. Or you're not real good at predicting stuff, so I know who's going to win the national championship tomorrow night. Indiana's going to win the national championship. Ain't no way Miami's going to stop them. Yeah, Denver lost Bo Nix last night. Second to last play of the game. Well, second to last offensive play. I guess it's third to last play because they kicked the field goal. But Chosen, how you doing? Thanks for letting us know that before you got your comment got deleted. Yeah, Seattle is. I think Seattle's the Indiana. I think Seattle's going to win it all. I don't know if I really like that because I don't really care for that team, but it's completely changed. They used to be a rival of the Bengals in the AFC. I don't know if everybody knows this, but Seattle used to be an AFC team before they went to 32 teams, and they were a problem for the Bengals. And but anyway, so I've never really cared for them a whole lot since then. And yes, I am smoking. It looks pretty nice out here. All right, we got 21 people in here. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody's doing absolutely great. I am in Georgia. I am 100 miles away from or south of Atlanta, Georgia. And yes, look at that. We have snow. What am I smoking? Just a little filtered cigar. Oop. I do not smoke the funny stuff anymore. Long past that. Helen, how you doing? Do I have kids? I do. 5 total. I got 2 of my own and 3 stepkids. More snow in Georgia than Maryland. Yeah. Me, it's beautiful. Yeah, it is kind of nice. It is kind of nice. Yeah, butter tart. I did get the snow you sent me. Stop doing that. Don't do that ever again. And my bushes are completely covered in snow. You got six brothers? Matthew, you have too much snow? Well, we're taking some of it for you down here. All right. ALC, I am 100 miles south of Atlanta. You're in Dallas, Texas. Wish it would. You wish it would snow. I lived in Wichita Falls for a while. We got snow every once in a while. Was in the planning Blue Ridge trip this weekend. Okay. Sun is shining big time. Okay. Up in Ohio, we got sunshine. Well, that's unusual. Warrior Beast rescue iguana in Florida from the cold. All right. Yeah, this is the South. Yeah, well, Cleveland gets a lot of lake effect snow. Trevor Cruz, how you doing today? Good to see you, Trevor. Haven't seen you in a long time. It's snowing in Georgia. And you're an Ohio boy too, right, Trevor? My understanding it was snowing last night in New Orleans. New Orleans. And how you say it. Yeah, first time's fun. And then when it's around for 2 weeks and it's all black and brown and nasty looking and slushy and all that, yeah, it's like, I hate this shit. This needs to go away. And then you get 4 more inches on top of that. Can't wait till spring. Me either. Spring will be here in about a month. It really will. I mean, already some buds on some trees. I'm sure that this cold snap's going to kind of get rid of, kill off a few of them. But yeah, it's gonna go away, or the buds will come back real quick. In about a month, it's gonna be constant above 40 degrees, and buds will be blooming on the trees, and yeah, those bushes down there will have flowers on them in about a month and a half. Snowing in Georgia, yes it is. If you've never seen snow before, Brother Tart, that's good to do the first time. But like I said, it gets old real fast. He's a Southern Floridian friend, visited us here in Ottawa last June. Okay. Yeah, my friend that's in the army, he's from Nigeria. Grew up in Nigeria his whole life. Moved here in 2019. So 6 years, 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. And he's what, 33 now. So he's like 25, 26 years old when he moved here. Of course, has never seen snow in his life, but he has seen it a couple times. So, and he's in the army, and they're out in the field until the end of February right now. So if they're getting this down there in Savannah, I'm sure he's real happy with that. He doesn't like the cold. Yeah, it's definitely wet snow. Um, it's not, I don't even think it's 32 degrees. It was 34 when I started walking this morning. But it was getting colder. At 2 o'clock this morning when I got up, it was like 40, 42, 43 degrees, I think. And it just kept getting colder. And then, yeah. So it's probably right at freezing right now. I know, as you go up in altitude, it gets colder, and that's where the snow forms. But anyway. Not enough snow to cover up underneath the trees, though. Yeah, it's coming down pretty good for where I'm at. And when you consider where I'm at, 100 miles south of Atlanta, it is coming down pretty good. Donnie, how you doing? You're in the Philippines, so this is something you don't see very often, isn't it? It's nighttime over there for you, though, isn't it? You're like 11 hours different than I am. What is it? 8:30 in the morning here. You realize we're so lucky to have an arms. It's beautiful. It is kind of nice. Like I said, it's easy for me to say that because I know it's going away real soon. So next winter, I don't know for sure what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully, I will be in a camper somewhere in the south. Maybe be on a beach in Key West, Florida by this time next year. Hugging that little bell or whatever it is down there, the furthest point, southern point of the continental United States. I do have a house, yes, Donnie. I live in a nice, quiet little neighborhood. I think in this block there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 houses on the block I live in. So they all sit on about an acre of land. I have about 2 acres. My land goes over there. All of those woods are mine, and yeah, it goes quite a ways out to before you get to the street. So nice and quiet. That's one thing about snow as well, is it does make things quiet. That's all right, Butter Tart. Not coming to, definitely not coming to Ottawa. Not this time of year. 2 acres, yes. If it weren't for all the trees, I'd have myself a pretty nice garden down here, but Donnie, I'm retired. I bought this house real cheap to fix up and resell for real expensive. And that's kind of been my job now for several years, is buying houses cheap and selling them, for fixing them up and selling them. So I just need to get this one sold so I can move on and start another project. I think I'm gonna go inside for a little while. I'm out of coffee. Just finished my cigarette. I should invite other folks. Believe me, if someone wanted to come by and just sit and talk, I would welcome them with open arms. There is a subscriber to my channel who lives here in town, and I've invited them over, but has not come in or come over. So let's get the phone in the tripod, get my microphone unplugged, and get the charger plugged in. I don't know where I'm at on the charge. That's another reason I came in. I figure this cold weather is probably going to drain the battery a little bit quicker. All right, phone in the tripod. And a little brief strip tease. I had a banana this morning. I had dinner at 2 o'clock this morning, or about 3 o'clock this morning. About 5 o'clock, I was just tired and sat down for a few minutes, thinking about what I was going to have for dinner. And next thing I knew, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. So I got up and stayed up, and I was hungry, so I ate my dinner at 3 o'clock this morning. And I've almost gone through a whole pot of coffee. I made coffee about 4. All right, we're all set for a little chat. Not like we haven't been doing that already. Chat's been going kind of slow this morning, but that's fine. Let's get caught up here. My Lottery Dream Home. Yeah, I've seen that show before. I think I looked at it, I watched it on YouTube. I like the one. There was a couple, and they won like $400,000. That's all they won in the lottery. I mean, that's all. But I mean, and they built they built $150,000 home, and it like not really in a neighborhood. They bought, I think, about 4 or 5 acres of land and built like a $150,000 home on that land. Just nice and simple, easy. But the house was all paid for. So I like that episode. The ones that go all crazy, you know, they win $100 million and they build a, like you said, an 8-bedroom house. Yeah. Unrealistic. Sunday morning stripper pole. Yeah, stripper poles closed down on Sundays. I am a religious man. I teach you how to have your own house. Save, 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 save. Donnie, that's what you need to do. Just save all the money you possibly can. Don't go out buying everything that you get your hands on. Buy the necessities, enough to get you through, and just struggle through life for a little while you're saving money. Start investing in it a little bit at a time, savings account or some sort of an investment, safe investment, and get to the point where you can afford to just pay for cash for the house. Tony, how you doing? Bear down, Chi-Town. Yeah, I was predicting the Bears are going to be one and done. They kind of surprised me last week. So, but they're going to run into that buzzsaw called the Seattle Seahawks if they get that far. And I don't think they're going to get past Seattle. Ran out of creamer, so you're having an Arizona iced tea. Ducky, maybe if you weren't constantly staring at that Photoshop picture that you created. I know you are. Oh, that's fine. You going someplace to watch the game today, Rainey, or you're just going to watch the game at home? Thanks for coming in today, Rainey. We'll miss you. Good to see you. Pitter patter, Dave's back at her. How you doing, Tin Man? Good to see you. We got snow in Georgia today. I was out walking in the snow. Bernthal says he don't take naps. All right, Killer Greek. Yeah, Dave's not going to be buying no big house like that. That's for damn sure. Busted I am. Yes, you are, Ducky. In 2006, dude, that was 20 years ago. In 2021, the Bengals went to the Super Bowl. Where are they now? And they got a better team now than they did then. And where are they today? All hockey people up there, yep. How to invest. You're in the Philippines, right, Donnie? Got more snow overnight. Yeah, snow down here 100 miles south of Atlanta is unusual. So, I mean, the ground's covered. I'm probably not even going to get an inch of snow. But down here, that's a lot of snow. So, Squirrel Kelly got a lot of snow. Matt saying good morning to everybody. Donnie, you're in the Philippines. I don't know how real estate works in the Philippines. I was interested in possibly moving to the Philippines at one point, but I have too much family here, too much to leave behind here, because if I went to the Philippines, it'd be for good and wouldn't come back. So, anyway. Yeah, they were saying the Panhandle was getting some snow.
someone in the chat earlier was saying that the Panhandle was getting some snow. I'm gonna watch it at home with the boys. Polo is cooking some chicken chalupas, and we already have all the liquor and smoke. You got all the important stuff. And sorry for bashing the Mexican word, but I might have been born on Cinco de Mayo, but I'm not Mexican, so now it's snowing there. Team, how you doing? Donnie, I would get on as many different real estate investment websites and stuff as you can there in the Philippines and learn how real estate works in the Philippines. Like I was saying, I was looking into moving into the Philippines, but I guess foreigners can't even own property there. So if I moved there, I wouldn't even be able to own property, and that right there just scared me because if I moved there and found a woman to live with or marry or whatever, um, then it would I'd have to buy property in her name, and I know there's a way around it. Some people talk about that, but I don't know how real estate works in the Philippines. You need to learn as much as you can about how real estate works, and while you're doing that, you need to save as much money as you possibly can to invest in the real estate. So, I mean, the prices I saw don't look very expensive in the Philippines. So, but I know incomes aren't as high in the Philippines either. So, and Kim, I'm doing very well today. Good to see you today. Dragon Master is here. Hello, Dragon Master. Good to see you today. We got some snow down here in Georgia today. Got some snow in Iowa yesterday. Oldest granddaughter's birthday party today, so we get to go trudge through said snow. Sounds like fun. How old's your oldest granddaughter, Tin Man? Yeah, that's how they get you. Exactly. Chicken genius. Your oldest granddaughter's 3? Mm-hmm. My oldest granddaughter, her birthday is January 12th. She just turned 23, so. Sick of the powder. Retro King being a bad boy. Ducky stepped up her game since Rainy's gone. Didn't someone say hi to Lester earlier? I haven't seen him making any comments. Lester, are you here today? Or was someone just calling Lester? Georgia's too nice for snow. Yeah. It's still coming down. I'll walk back out there before I end the live and let y'all see one more time what it looks like have snow. And you haven't seen Lester? Okay. I thought maybe someone was calling him, trying to get him here. He was going to some sort of, I don't know, some sort of an event yesterday, chasing girls. So he loved Georgia. I like it I like the climate down here. And, you know, this January, we might get cold and might get snow, but everything's still green. And you've seen me coming back home on my walk. There's still flowers blooming, even in January. You know, I say Mayo, ACR will appear. That's possible. That is possible. Didn't have to say seltzer to get mainly in here this morning, though. Why am I so old? Because I was born so damn long ago. That's why, Aaron. My mom and dad had sex back in 1959. And then Little me came around. So that's how it works, Aaron. I know you're young and probably don't understand that, but that's how it works. Your mom and dad had sex too, believe it or not. I know that's really ew and gross to you, but yeah, that happened. Yeah, you're right, Ducky. He's gonna come across. He's gonna come across the wrong woman. Hey, Aaron, made it to that level. Absolutely, I'm here for a reason. I'm here because of things. Because I survived. Hey, Aaron. Maybe that's what I should start doing with these trolls. Is doing that bit with the names. Hey, Aaron, and I'll have to watch that clip over and over. The school teacher. I know everybody knows what I'm talking about. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I remember first time hearing my mom and dad and realizing what my mom and dad were doing. Yeah, not a pretty sight. I did have a very good relationship with my parents. We had our normal stuff. I was a troublemaking teenager. I was the youngest, thought I could get away with murder. So we had our differences, sure, but my mom's still alive. My mom will be 92. What is the date today? The 17th, 18th. My mom will be 92 years old in 3 or 4 days. So that's why I want to move back up to Ohio, is be close to her. Son of Cool, yes they did. Son of Cool, they absolutely did. Did my dad discipline me? Yes, he did. There you go, Dragon Master. What are my superpowers? Battling trolls. Why are men so weak now? I don't know. Fatherless homes. Your dad says milkman's responsible. Well, it could be. Could be me. I might be your daddy. Never know. Where you from, son of cool? Hey Stack, how you doing this morning? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. We've been streaming now for about an hour and 20 minutes. Been doing good. Where are we at? 56 likes. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Took a nice little walk in the snow this morning down here in Georgia. And it's still snowing. I'm about 100 miles south of Atlanta, and snow's unusual down here, so it was kind of cool to take a walk in the snow. It was raining when I started, and then it turned to snow, and got snow stuck on the trees, got enough snow to cover the grass. But you're from the 90s? Yeah, well, I was pretty active back in the 90s. Got around quite a bit. Actually, was in between 2 marriages in the 90s. So, Aaron, I have a son and I have a stepson. The stepson is the oldest, and the son is the youngest. I have 3 daughters. Tin Man, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Love it when you stop by. You be careful out there. Enjoy your granddaughter's birthday, man. That's precious time right there. It really is. 3 years old. Yeah. Just to the point where she's starting to get her own personality. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You enjoy that, man. It's important time. Definitely enjoy it. Put your phone down and enjoy it. From California, moved to Arkansas. All right. I do have a good relationship with my son, yes. Calico, hello, how are you? You got 11 kids and a shitload of grandkids? Wow. Wow. I've got 2 of my own, and then I've got 3 stepkids, but the stepkids have been in my life for over 35 years, so they're my kids. Their dad has passed as well, so about 5 years ago, so yeah. San Antonio, Texas. Well, hello there, Neil. Welcome in. I like it's been a long, long time since I've been in San Antonio, but I like San Antonio. It's a pretty town. Don't know what it's like today, but I mean, it was probably early to mid 80s the last time I was there. I will probably be back down there next year sometime. Back down in that area anyway. Next fall. It's still wonderful. Cool. Cool. Look forward to going back. I want to go there. I've never been to Austin, so I want to see Austin. Austin, and yeah, I want to see more of Texas. I was in the Air Force, so I obviously was in San Antonio for basic training. But I don't know if it's that obvious. But anyway, that's the only place the Air Force has basic training is San Antonio. But yeah, I was there for basic training in my tech school, and then I was stationed in Wichita Falls, Texas. So 4 years you adopted? Okay. My mom had 2 sisters, and there was just the 3 girls. But between the 2 sisters, I had 21 cousins. So yeah, one had 12 kids and the other one had 9. Good Catholic families. Carol is here. Good morning, Carol. Ghost Player, how you doing? Ghost Plays. Women in Texas are awesome. Matthew, you gotta go. All right, we'll see you later. Rocks, I did walk in the snow. Why are you calling me Dad? You know something? Titan Brew. Oh, that's cool, Titan. So let's see, you're gonna have your parents, you, your kid, and then your grandkids. So that's 4 generations all there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm hoping I've got a great grandchild, one great grandchild, and I've mentioned my mom's still alive. So I'm hoping that I can get my mom to meet my great granddaughter. And so it'd be great great granddaughter to her. So hopefully I can get them to meet and get a good picture of them. So been in Texas since 1992, either Army, Fort Sam, Houston. Okay, Neil. You doing good, Ghost? All right, good. Rocks. I'm not your dad. Nope, Rocks, I'm not. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. I am a fan of Hulk Hogan, absolutely. Hulk used to call me all the time and ask how he should style his mustache. He lived in Galveston. My mom is alive. She will be 92 in just a few days. Depends on what today. I don't know if today's the 18th or is today the 18th? Her birthday's the 21st. My mom will be 92 years old on the 21st of January. Yep, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? There's a video on my channel of me and my mom together. I shot back in September. Today's the 18th? Okay. So 3 days, my mom will be 92 years old. And I have 12 grandkids and 1 great grandchild. So my mom has 1 great great grandchild. And God, I don't even know how many grandkids or great grandkids she has. Quite a few. I forget now. It is a good watch. My mom's the cutest. Thanks, Ducky. She had so much fun doing that, and I had so much fun. And I've said this before, but we didn't rehearse it at all. I just kind of explained to her what I was doing on YouTube, and told her a little bit about the kind of people that watched my videos, and asked her if she wanted to do it. And the only thing she wanted to know is if she could fix her hair first. So I said, yep. And then we sat down, and I had one question to ask her that I had planned out, and it's just whether or not I was a decent kid. And that was the only thing I had planned to ask her. And then, yeah, I just said, introduce yourself, and she went off on a tangent. She was a natural. She was definitely a natural. When I was up at Christmas, there just wasn't a good time to sit down and do that. So, Saving Grace, how you doing? You getting any snow down there? We are up here in Georgia. Mr. Bond, how you doing? Good to see you this morning. Do I have siblings? I have a sister that is still alive, and a twin sister actually, and my mom lives with her. And I have 2 brothers that have both passed, older brothers that have both passed. I am definitely an American man. Red-blooded American through and through. I build flags in my spare time, wooden flags. So yep, there's a video on my channel on that too. Get a bunch of new people in here. I got to tell them about all my videos. So there's a video with my mom who will be 92 in 3 days. It's just called Meet My Mom. And there's videos of me building some wooden flags out of some old fence boards, and flag crosses. Got all kinds of stuff on there. Jasmine Jones, how you doing? Good to see you as well. Welcome in. You got a little bit of snow this morning. You're up in the Panhandle, right? Saving Grace. I have a South accent. I'm not from the South. I'm from the Midwest. Is what they call it. I'm from Ohio. It probably a little bit of Appalachian. There's a lot of people in the area I grew up in that are from the Appalachian area, so probably what it is. You're from Zimbabwe and you're 62 years old? Well, how you doing, youngster? I'm 65. Still a young pup, 62. The ambiance of Crybaby has begun. I need to hand out breakfast before Petrie starts. All right, Ducky. You doing good? Well, fantastic. What this is, my live stream here, I go for a walk every day. I've been doing it now. Today is the 159th day in a row that I take a 2-mile walk. And after my walk, when I first started, I didn't have much of an audience, and hardly, I'd get back my walk and I'd talk just a little bit and then I'd sign off. But the chat has been going pretty well, and so I sit and I just chat with people for a while after my walk. The 159 days in a row, I've been walking 2 miles. It's a good way to start my day out. Definitely build a good community here and have a lot of good friends on here and have fun doing this. So I'm from Chicago, born in Belize, now living in Alabama. I'm 35 this May, but I appreciate your content, and you're definitely a young pup. Thanks, Jasmine. You're from Belize. We've talked before, Jasmine. If there's one foreign country on my bucket list, that Belize is the country I want to go to. I want to see the rest of the United States first, But I do want to go down to Belize. My dad went down there twice, and on the mainland, and he was with a church group, and they built a chapel in a small village down there. And I want to go down there and see the chapel that they built. So, and Belize just looks like an amazing country. I'd love to go there. So, Bing Bing, how you doing? Really, really young. You're only 23. I look quite young. Well, thank you, Mr. Bond. Appreciate it. Must be fun walking if the road is empty. I walk on a walking trail. It's right behind my house. I can walk out my front door and walk around the block, and I can be there in about 5 minutes. And not even that, 4 or 5 minutes to walk there. It's about maybe a quarter mile, if that. But anyway, the walking trail is right behind my house, so I just walk on the walking trail. About half of it is walking through the woods. So yeah, it is nice. It's very nice. Got some snow this morning too. Doesn't snow here very often, and it is still snowing. So I was here the other day telling you I like your content, but that's it. And yes, from my pictures I have, it's so beautiful. Some places they still travel by horseback. You can't wait. You were young when you left there then, Jasmine? There you go, Neil. Your mom's 92. She'll be 92 on February 9th. Okay. So just a little bit younger than my mom. My mom will be 92 on January 21st. So, and as far as her medical problems, I've mentioned this about a month or two ago. She went to the doctor, her cardiologist, and she had heart valve replacement about 15 years ago. And anyway, she went to her cardiologist a couple months ago, and he said, okay, see you next year at the end of her appointment. So she's healthy enough that, yeah, she only needs to go to the cardiologist once a year. So having some memory issues, but you were 3 when you moved to Chicago? Okay. You'll be 35 in May. Well, gee whiz, Jasmine, we got all kinds of things in common. When's your birthday in May? Mine's May 5th. I'm not American. I always felt U.S. is full of high-rise buildings and stuff, but got to know recently U.S. is hardly empty. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot to see in the. It's definitely a lot more than the big cities. Definitely a lot more than the big cities. There's areas that are pretty sparse in population. I don't like the big cities. I like smaller. The town I live in is about 80,000 people, and that's just big enough for me. It's got everything I want, everything I need, but not so crowded that we have traffic jams all the time. Jasmine, your birthday is May 21st. All right. On that borderline, yep. My son's birthday is the 22nd, my youngest. He's 22nd of May. I have not visited Africa, no. I'm typical American. I've been to Mexico and I've been to Canada. And if you want to consider it a foreign country, even though it's a territory of the U.S., I've been to Puerto Rico too. That is it. And my visits to Canada and Mexico were across the border and then come back. Well, I mean, I was in Toronto. I stayed in Toronto for a few days, but and when I was very young, I was up in Montreal and Quebec. Go away, you're back. That name. How did I get 1,000 subscribers so fast? Consistency. I live stream every single day. That's what built them. The live streams where vast majority of my subscribers have come from. I'm an engineer and I work until I'm unable to move. There you go, Mr. Bond. Oh, let's see. Burke's Outdoors, good morning to you. Good to see you today. Missed your live yesterday. I don't know what I was doing. I think my phone was in my drawer yesterday, but yeah, definitely missed your live. Small towns are okay, absolutely. I've been to Canada, but that was when you didn't need a passport. Yeah, same here. I do remember that. I went to Canada. I went to Toronto twice. Yeah, twice in the 90s. So, best for an introvert like you. Yeah, it was easy to get across the border back then, Jasmine. I didn't miss much. Okay. I watched a little bit of the replay. I don't know, probably about the first 10 minutes or so of the replay. Burks. Mud Hut Engineer, huh? That's what I thought that you were Famita. Your second video got 14K views. Okay. Well, welcome, Famita. Good to see you. My mother is 92 and also support her. And my wife passed away 5 years ago. Well, I'm sorry for the loss of your wife. Yeah, we just walk over. Yeah. I live in a small town called Oakview. We literally have like supermarket, a post office, a gas station, and a couple of restaurants, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, Canada's even more empty than the U.S. I mean, especially way up north. I mean, nobody'd want to live there anyway. It's too cold. Too much snow and too cold. Yeah, I know, Famita. I remember you. Anna, how you doing? You're from Arkansas, Arkansas. Welcome in. I'm in Georgia. It is snowing in Georgia today. I'm 100 miles south of Atlanta, Georgia, and it's snowing down here, which is a unusual occurrence. Passed away from leukemia. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. Possum Smile, you're from Kentucky. Well, welcome in. I'm from Ohio. I'm living in Georgia right now, but I'm from Ohio, so lots and lots of Kentucky jokes in my head. Mike, how you doing? Good morning, Hogan. Good morning to you. How much is Coca-Cola? I have no idea. I don't buy Coca-Cola. The last time I bought a 2 liter of any kind of cola, that's what it was. It was the off-brand cola, and I think it was just over $1.50 for a 2 liter bottle of cola. That's the last time I've bought any cola, so I don't know. Mr. Bond, absolutely. In your country, Coca-Cola is popular and it's a problem. Yeah. When it's popular, that's supply and demand. Basic economics. It's cheaper than clean water? Well, yeah. I remember when I was young, I never thought that they'd be selling bottles of a little, 12-ounce bottle of water for $1.50. But they do. It's just water. You know the old saying us old folks say, when I was a kid, we drank out of the hose. Well, it's really coming down out there. I ought to go back outside and let y'all see this. America has clean water. Well, some. I went down to the beach. I'm about 3 hours away from the ocean here where I live, and I went down and stayed on a little island down there, and the water in the hotel was absolutely horrendous, and it smelled like rotten eggs. It was bad water, and I complained about it, and they said, well, there's nothing we can do about it, that's how our water is here. And I'm like, you gotta be, I mean, I took a shower and I could smell that rotten egg smell on me forever. And I went out that night, and I went out to eat, and I mean, I just kept smell. You know how you get a smell in your nose, and you just smell that nasty smell over and over? Yeah, it was horrible. Water's muddy unless you have filters. Well, it wasn't that bad, but it just smelled like rotten eggs. You bought a reverse osmosis, and it's the only water I drink. Fish do things in water, and I prefer not to drink it. Yeah. Jeremy. Yeah, my mustache does smell like that sometimes. It's not yolk, though. It's from your mom, Jeremy. She wipes from back to front, and your mom's kind of nasty, Jeremy. You sell clean water to your neighbor? Well, there you go. Your little side hustle. Heck yeah. Yeah, Jasmine was in here earlier. I don't know if Jasmine's still here, but talking about Belize. And I was looking into, going down there and possibly moving down there as well. And I was reading articles about some guy went down there on one of the little islands down there and opened up an ice business. And he just bought a bunch of filtration system and shipped it all down there and for water filtration. And he sells ice down there on the island. And it's warm, and they're real close to the equator. It's warm all the time down there. And started up an ice business down there, sells at the restaurants, and yeah, he's making damn good money down there. So, do I sell merchandise? I used to. Used to sell some of my woodworking stuff. I worked regular jobs, but I've made most of my money in real estate investing. So, not that I'm some kind of multi-millionaire in real estate, but I did all right buying and selling houses. Not smart enough to do a course and make money, because that's where those guys make that money. The guys that come on and say, I make, $300 million a week or whatever, in real estate, yeah, they make money selling courses. They don't make money buying and selling houses. I understand business. The official, I'm retired. I don't have a job anymore. I have an entrepreneurial mind. Let's put it that way. Over the years, I've had lots and lots of ideas in my head on ways to make money. And it's just the implementation that's my problem. If I would have implemented even a tenth of the ideas that I had in my head over the years, yeah, I'd be a multi-millionaire right now, and nothing, spectacular. Not like I would have, been launching spaceships or, rockets into outer space or anything like that. Just little stuff. You sound like a scholar. I've been to school. I do have a college degree, yes. I actually dropped out of high school, though. I sound like John Marston. I have no idea who that is. My alma mater. I graduated from, trying to remember the name of it, Wayland Baptist University in Plainview, Texas. And I've never once been on their campus. When I was in the military, they had a satellite office at the Air Force base I was stationed at, and I took all my classes there. They had 3 different degree programs on the Air Force base I was at, and I went to the business. They had a nursing program, business program, and then like an English major or something like that. But yeah, I graduated with a bachelor's in business administration. So it's a pleasure to meet you as well, Mr. Bond. Hopefully you'll come back. I live stream every single day at the same time. The time for me that I start is 7:30 in the morning, around 7:30, 7:45. Been getting a little bit later because the sun just doesn't come up early enough anymore. Yeah, so, and I've been live for about an hour and 45 minutes. So 7:30 Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. During those times, I mean, active duty military and then went to school at night. It wasn't too bad. Had small children too, but I didn't work that much. My Air Force was basically Air Force job, basically a 9 to 5 job, and went to night classes, took night classes, but I worked harder later in my 30s, late 30s. I worked harder. So, oh, what's everyone up to today? I'm heading to church and listening to one of my favorite channels. Of course, that's you. Thanks, Burks. I've got more drywall work to do today. Hopefully get most of it finished up today. Jeremy. Everybody double tap that screen. Where am I? Wow, I'm at 65 likes. That matches my age. That is respectable. You will subscribe? All right. Thanks, Burks. I appreciate you being here. You're a good man. Heading out to church? Good job. Anybody that's looking for a good fishing channel, that Burks Outdoors right there, that if you want to see somebody fishing, he's definitely a good one. He's up in northern Maine and does ice fishing and everything. So you work 12 hours a day. Yeah, when I was in my 30s and 40s is probably when I worked the hardest. And at one point I had a full-time job. I would work there until like 6 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Get off work, eat a little bit, go. I had a business that I was running, so from about 4 or 5 o'clock until about 11 or 12 o'clock at night, I would work on that business. I was renovating apartments for an apartment complex. And then after that, I'd go home and eat a little bit more, get a little nap, and go deliver newspapers at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And go back to work again at 6. The weekends were nice because I didn't have to do my full-time job on Saturdays and Sundays. So you go every Sunday no matter how you feel. All right. Yeah, so at that time, that was probably, trying to think. That was probably right around when I was 40, late 30s, early 40s. Yeah, pretty much, Mr. Bond. Little naps in between. Get some food for energy and take a little nap and go at it again. At the time it was necessary. At the time it was necessary. So didn't have, well, I mean, I had a choice. Obviously, you always have choices, but yeah, it was necessary. Bill Schmidt, how you doing? Wash tobacco stains from face. Okay, I'll put that on my list of things to do today. In your country, many are lazy and are drunk. Well, yeah. That I don't think it's just your country. We have a lot of that here in the U.S. too. It's a lot easier to just sit at home and collect a check from the government than it is to go out and actually work and do stuff. Or beg for money on YouTube. You have an economical disparity. To some extent, I think that exists everywhere, but I don't want to get real deep into politics. So try to keep it a nice, chill, positive channel, you know, Mr. Bond. And the only thing you can control is yourself and your world, your immediate world around you. And if you try to do the best you can, be a good person to everybody that you meet, smile, be pleasant to everyone that you meet, be positive, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. The outside world, some of the crap going on in this world right now, I mean, I can't do anything about it. I can sit here on YouTube and complain about it and be, this side or that side, and sit here and just complain and complain and complain, but it ain't gonna do them good, because all I'm gonna do is just be arguing with a bunch of other people that have the opposite view as me. So in my little world, what revolves around me, including the YouTube channel, I just want to be kind and polite to people and be as positive as I can. I do have some bad days, but just be kind. Teflon Don, I don't have a beard. Look, see, there's no beard. You're the most depressing culture in Africa. Well, get out there and spread some positivity around. Go out there and take some of that clean water you have and just offer some water to somebody. Jonathan, how you doing today? Good to see you in here. We are sitting at 14 people, 18 people now in the stream. Got 66 likes. Doing all right. One more like. Give me another like. Come on, somebody give me a like. One more. I look good? Well, thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate that. I show 60. Well, there it is. There it is. We got up to 6'7". Yes, I'm doing the 6'7" thing. I'm not doing the breast implant thing again. Oh, oh, you can tell you were past an hour and a half, huh, Ducky? My house was built by my older brother in 1982 and is still standing. Well, that's good. Belinda, how you doing today? Good to see you today. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you double tap that screen. Yep, yep, yep. We're having some fun today, Belinda. I don't know if I've ever seen you in here in my chat before, but I walk 2 miles every day and live stream from that walk. And then after the walk, come back, just sit around and just chat with everybody and have a nice friendly conversation. Try to stay as positive as we can, have some fun. Got a lot of good people that come in here all the time, so you're welcome to join us anytime. I am in Georgia, so I'm Eastern Standard Time, and I live stream every day at the same time, 7:30 every day. Your brother's an engineer, is your father? Okay. You say you were in Zimbabwe, is that right, Mr. Bond? My best friend is from Nigeria, so he lives here in the States now. But actually, he was in Nigeria, just got back beginning of January. He just got back from Nigeria. So, yes, Zimbabwe. Okay. Not familiar. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with Zimbabwe or, you know, how life or anything is over there, but I do know it's in Africa. For an American, that's a good thing, right? Americans aren't real familiar with geography, world geography. Tell you what, I'm gonna get me a fresh cup of coffee here, and I think I'm gonna go back out and look at some snow for a little bit before we end the stream. I think I'm gonna grab my coat before I go back outside though. Coat and hat. We'll go out and look at some snow before we end for the day. I think my battery's probably charged up enough. Oh yeah, got plenty of battery. Get caught up here real quick. Yeah, Mr. Bond, that's true. And, a lot of people talk about how Americans don't travel outside of the U.S. And there's so much here to see that, yeah, it's hard not to, it's hard just to see it all here. So, Cindy's stopping in. Hello, Cindy. Snowing up your way? Zimbabwe's got some of the coolest animals. That would be pretty cool to see that. Sorry. Natalie is back. Hello, Natalie. I'm heading back outside. You need to look, see if it's snowing and stoke the fire. Well, we definitely got snow down here in Georgia. You have many zebras. That'd be cool. Look at that. Zebra meat is good. I don't know if Ducky will like you for that, but... They have pangolins and wild dogs. Okay. Look at all that damn snow. You bet it's tasty. You don't have any snow up there, Cindy? Well, you're north of me. What the hell? You're about, gosh, probably 4 or 5 hours north of me. At least that far. This is, I mean, for some people, the people up north, they look at this and say, oh yeah, look, he's getting some snow. But down here, I mean, even just to see that big a snowflake down here is something else. It is a bunch of snow. You don't eat, oh, you think dogs are your friends, okay. You don't eat dogs. I can definitely get on board with that. I wouldn't want to eat a dog either, no matter where I was. I mean, if I had to, that's the only thing to eat, I would, but yeah, this is Dan, what do you think about my scenery today? Definitely a lot different for me down here. Don't usually see this out here. Dan's in Romania, Mr. Bond. He's from Transylvania, actually. Yeah, for southern Georgia, it is crazy. Yeah, I don't think I would eat bats. That would be I don't like bats. I got some stories about bats. I've had bats in my house before. And yeah, me and bats don't get along. No, Brendan did not show up today. All right, folks. So let you get one last view of me in a winter wonderland here. Look at that. What a view, huh? You got a way of contacting Bren, Ducky? It's really not too cold. It's around 30, 35 degrees here, so really not that cold. So supposed to snow in North Carolina next Thursday and Saturday. All right. Ninja, how you doing? I am in Georgia. Loving the snow in Georgia. What do you think of that, huh? I'm in southern Georgia. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I've got a number for her, so I'll definitely reach out to her today. I haven't heard from her in a few weeks, so it is a good snow temperature. Yeah, wet snow, but not getting a whole lot. It's sun's supposed to be out here in a few hours, and it's supposed to be like 45 degrees. So that's good snow weather for me. I will tell her absolutely. Um, I'm going to leave you, Natalie. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I've been on for over 2 hours. We're sitting at 68 likes right now. Um, yeah, I will tell her she needs to stop by. At least put a comment in one of the replays or something, and then you all can see. Because every time tells me to tell you guys that she, but I'll tell her to put a comment in one of the replays, and then I can tell you which one to go watch. So, or go look at the comments on. Who day? Everybody day this year. That's who they are. I'm a long-suffering Cincinnati Bengals fan, so yeah. Organized confusion. All right. Yeah, we've been streaming for just over 2 hours. Got a nice round number for my number of likes. We're at 69 likes. I kind of like that number. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will see you all in 22 hours. And I can guarantee you, all that white stuff out there will be gone when I come back in 22 hours. Y'all have a fantastic day. Pedro, good morning, but I'm taking off. Y'all go have a fantastic day. I'll see you all tomorrow in 22 hours. Bye.